Hey everyone, this is your boy Zeke, and today we're going to dive deeper into the Cowboys' defensive background. Before we get into that, I just want to let y'all know that it's Eagles Hate Week. If you see somebody repping the green, just let them know they look better in blue. It's that simple. Anyways, y'all, there's a good bit to talk about here, so let's get straight into it. Now, if you were really there for that Raiders game, you saw something different. These are not the same Cowboys from week one, and these are not the same Cowboys from the Cardinals game. These Cowboys are playing to win, and so are the defensive backs. There's three guys I want to touch on. All our corners, safeties did well too, but it's the corners that I really want to touch on because these guys might be our big three for the rest of the season, maybe future seasons. Now, Siobhan Revel Jr., third round pick from Eastern Carolina, made his debut. He showcased that tough, sticky coverage that he had in college. He stayed with his guy, stayed physical, made good tackles, good player. He only played 19 snaps, so we don't have enough film to watch of him to really know what to do, especially with the opponent we faced. We got to consider that as well because I didn't when I made that video against the Jets. And then you saw what happened the very next game. So let's really look at this. We have to see what happens against the Eagles because Rashavon Rebel might be going up against AJ Brown, a great receiver. Hasn't been really making the most production, but he can. If Shavon Revel isn't doing what he's supposed to, he can be on somebody else's highlight reel. We don't want that to happen. So Shavon Revel needs to continue to play well. He's going to get probably much more snaps, but he's going to be continuing to play limited, just like Overshown because of that big injury that he had. It's an ACL tear. That's hard to recover from. Now, Clean Carson is another guy. Came back around the Cardinals game. He plays sticky. He gets his hands dirty. He gets his hands in there. Gets physical. But he prevents plays. He prevents passes. He prevents catches. And when the guy gets the ball, he brings him down to the ground. That's what you need. That's what you want. DeRon Bland is another name. He had a great comeback game. If you remember against the Cardinals, he got tossed up, beat up, and crossed. He was bad. Bad all over. You did not like to see what you saw. Saw that, you want to ball your eyes out. But he did a lot better against the Raiders. We're going to keep having to see what he does because, again, we're going up against the Eagles. These are good receivers. We're going up against Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown. They got good receivers, and they got a good tight end and what they got. So we got to see against the Eagles what's going to happen. And these guys are definitely something to look at. He had the Ron Bland an almost interception, reached, almost had that. He was good on that. He had some great coverages as well on his guy. And he stayed with his guy. He stayed coordinated. He did what he was supposed to do. And that's what we need from him. That's what we need from all our DBs. Let's look at the scheme. A similar theme has been with these 25 Cowboys. When Ibrahim mixes his coverage, good things happen. It happened with the Commanders, if you remember. He started going from more zone to maybe I'll throw a blitz in there, or I'll do some man. When that happens, good things happen. That's true. That's a fact that we've seen. Now, there's situations, there's maybe this isn't the entire case, maybe there's something I'm missing, but this is what's happened so far. If we do that against the Eagles, we can make something happen. But there's more than just that. These switch ups are been good, but what's also been good is the players. These players have been able to do what they're supposed to be doing. And when that happens, we've been doing better. Kyrie Elam was just cut. That is a guy who's been struggling at everything that Eberflus wants. So he's cut, which means that Siobhan Ravel is going to be getting a lot more opportunities from him. He basically just took his job and robbed it. He robbed the man. So we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see a lot. And we've been seeing the biggest part of our problem in the DBs have been the tackling. We've been inconsistent in the zone, and we've been inconsistent in tackling in almost every aspect on the field, whether it be the pass rushers, whether it be the defensive tackles, whether it be the linebackers, DBs, safeties, whatever. And you can say, oh, it's this guy or whatever, or oh, it's a scheme. That's why they're not tackling. But you gotta tackle, and that's why every one of the players that we have in our DB room that are starting right now, Revel, Colleen Carson, and Deron Bland. They can all tackle. Deron Bland is the biggest tackler, but he's a better coverage guy. That's we got one guy for that, and the other two guys are big tacklers. And now we can do what Eberflus wants to do, and we can see whether that scheme really works. And if he mixes up well, then whether it's really going to succeed in this matchup we got coming up. Now, when we succeed in zone, it's because of tackling. And when we do good in one kind of coverage, we do good in the other. If we do go on that zone, tackling front, prevent play, that kind of stuff, prevent the big plays, you're going to just drain them out over time, then it helps the man coverages. Then it helps the blitz packages. And it helps the five-man fronts and all the other stuff. When you do good at one thing, you tend to do good at other things as well. And here's my takeaways, because this is a shorter video, so I got to wrap it up here. The DBs played strong, prevent, hit hard football. They coordinated well, prevented the big plays. Dallas is also figuring out their DB and safety rotation and how to use their guys. Now, Donovan Wilson, he's more of a tackler guy than a coverage guy. If you don't believe me, then watch the rest of his film. Whenever he's put in coverage, he doesn't do as well. He gets sped by. He gets like zipped up. He gets covered up. It's not he's not great at that. But when he's made to be like more of a tackler guy, more of a box safety, he does well. When Malik Hooker is not forced to be a big tackler because he's not, then he does better. And a big part of this is also less stupid mistakes. Don't fall for these flashy routes or these TikTok, Instagram releases, and play complementary football. When our offense does better, doesn't make fumbles or whatever, then our defense does better. So we just gotta stay in the right mentality, no stupid mistakes, and then we do better. And that's the biggest problem. This is my hot take here. The biggest problem for us all year from the defense has not been the pass rush with the run stop, but it's been bad DB play, whether it be from Diggs or it be inconsistent play from Bland or these horrible, horrible plays from Elam. Now, if we can fix the DB room, then we can fix the rest of it. Now, maybe not fix, but at least like patch it up well, but put a cast around it until next year we can put more free agency, try to fix the problem in free agency and in the draft because we got 2 first-round picks. So, we're going to look at this. We got to solve the DB room, and that's why I'm talking about it because it's important. Because when the DBs figure out things out, it gives a developing pass rush time to make plays. It gives Quinnen, Osa, Clark to pressure the QB to make bad decisions, to throw the ball into triple coverage, to try to throw the ball away and it gets intercepted. This is sacks, interceptions, like turnover on downs. That's what it is. And that's how you do it. And that is fundamental football. Fundamental football is the basics. It's, hey, let's tackle the guy, or hey, let's just stay with the guy, or hey, this is my side, this is your side. Fundamental football is what gets you places. We start from the ground up. Do that. When we do that, we win because the offense can do the rest. Now that's all I have to say about this defensive back room. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe, comment. These are just my thoughts. If you want to share yours, share it down in the comments below. All right, y'all. That's my take. Enjoy yourself. Have a good day. And screw the Eagles. Good night, y'all.